Alright, imagine this. It's late at night and you're nestled comfortably on your couch, remote in hand, flicking through channels to find something that will keep you entertained. Suddenly, there it is, a liberal talk show host cackling with laughter as he makes fun of Elon Musk, the billionaire innovator who has revolutionized technology with Tesla and SpaceX, reduced to a punchline. But wait, it's not over yet. This isn't just another tale of a celebrity being made fun of. No, this is the story of how Elon Musk fired back in the most epic way possible. Picture yourself in Elon Musk's shoes for a moment. You've challenged conventions and reshaped industries. Your work has introduced us to an electrified future on Earth and even sparked dreams of life on Mars. Yet here you are under fire from someone who thinks they've got all your cards figured out. A pundit sitting behind a desk armed only with jokes while you're navigating the vast cosmos and reinventing transport systems. There's something delightful about watching an underdog have their day, right? And yes, calling one of the richest men in the world an underdog might seem like a stretch, but bear with me here, because this isn't about money or power. It's about respect. Elon is no stranger to criticism or mockery. Let's face it. His unorthodox ways make him an easy target for those looking for laughs or likes. But what happens when he decides he's had enough? What happens when he chooses not just to respond but strike back? Well, my friend, that's where our story kicks into high gear. The host was preparing his audience for another round of laughter at Musk's expense, perhaps poking fun at one of his tweets or daring plans, all the while unaware that this time would be different. As I walk you through this narrative today, remember one thing. Every word is a chess piece on the board of this epic verbal game, and Elon Musk is about to make his move. You might be wondering why we're investing so much time in this one incident. After all, celebrities get mocked all the time and their responses often range from silent indignation to quick-witted comebacks. But what sets this apart is the way it encapsulates a broader narrative. It's more than just a clash of personalities. It's an intersection of ideas, values, and perceptions of progress, all set against the backdrop of our rapidly changing world. It's also about resilience, that quality that makes us stand up even stronger when we've been knocked down, when everyone seems to be laughing at us rather than with us. And who better embodies resilience than Elon Musk? He's faced bankruptcy, criticism from industry leaders, even ridicule from national media, but none have deterred him from his mission. In fact, you could argue these obstacles only fueled his determination, each jab serving as another reason to prove naysayers wrong. So remember this as we delve deeper into our tale. Elon Musk isn't just any celebrity responding to mockery. He's an innovator using adversity as a stepping stone towards success. But let's not forget about our talk show host in all this, because he too plays a pivotal role in our story. He represents those voices resistant or dismissive towards change. Those who see disruption as mere folly instead of recognizing its potential for innovation. Now imagine again, the laughter subsides and there's anticipation hanging in the air like static before a storm. Then comes Elon's response, a response that doesn't merely deflect or counteract, but brilliantly dissects and dismantles every punchline thrown at him. This tale isn't just about how Musk silenced critics with wit and wisdom, though. It goes far beyond that. It's also about challenging preconceived notions about progress and proving once more that those who dare to think differently are often the ones who change the world. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for a tale of resilience, wit, and epic comebacks. Because we're about to dive headfirst into how Elon Musk turned the tables in the most unexpected way possible. This is not just a story, but also an experience. One that might even make you see things from a different perspective. As our journey unfolds, remember this: every laugh thrown at him was met with facts. Every joke fired his way was parried with truth. And through it all, emerged not just the billionaire genius we know, but also a man unafraid to stand up for himself and his ideas. This isn't just another late-night talk show anecdote, my friend. This is a saga of audacity and intellect triumphing over mockery. So buckle up as I take you on this exhilarating ride where we witness how Elon Musk laughed last and best. Close your eyes and imagine, just for a moment, that you're Elon Musk. You've soared to the top of the business world with companies like PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, And now you're constantly under the microscope of public scrutiny. One day you find yourself as a guest on a liberal talk show. The host is known for his razor-sharp wit and knack for making guests squirm in their seats. You're seated across from him under the glare of studio lights while millions watch from their living rooms. The conversation starts off well enough. He peppers you with questions about your life's work. Electric cars that are changing how we think about transportation. Rockets that are shooting for Mars. Solar energy solutions that could help save our planet. But then suddenly, he shifts gears, begins to mock your ideas, laughs at your audacious dreams. Now picture this. Instead of shrinking back or getting defensive, you lean forward. An impish grin plays on your lips, as if anticipating what's coming next. Your once quiet demeanor changes into one of assertiveness, and then you fire back with such wit and intelligence that it leaves everyone, especially the smug host, in awe. Welcome to part 1 of our narrative saga featuring none other than Elon Musk himself. This story offers us not only an entertaining spectacle, but also some practical insights into handling criticism and turning it around in our favor. Let's rewind a bit here. The talk show host was no less than Bill Maher, renowned comedian and political commentator known for his incisive humor, which often borders on derision. On this particular episode of Real Time with Bill Maher, Elon was invited as a guest. Bill started by praising Elon's accomplishments, but soon took on a mocking tone when discussing his plans for space travel and colonization, a pet project close to Musk's heart through SpaceX. Laughs. You really think humans will live on Mars within our lifetimes? Maher guffawed disbelievingly. Despite the dismissive tone and open laughter from Maher, Musk remained unruffled. He calmly responded, "Yes, I truly believe that, and not just as an escape route, but as a means to become a multiplanetary species." The room was hit with stunned silence, broken only by the host's nervous laughter. It was clear that Musk wasn't just dreaming. He had a plan. His audacious outlook wasn't merely whimsical fancy. It was based on careful calculation and relentless determination. And then came the zinger. Elon further elaborated. "You know what they say about those who laugh last in this case? It might be the ones laughing from Mars." The audience erupted in applause while Maher was left almost speechless. This incident is an example of how Elon Musk has consistently managed to turn mockery into motivation. How he has used his intellect to combat criticism and ridicule with aplomb. A lesson we can all take home. In retrospect, it's easy to romanticize such encounters where our hero comes out on top. But consider the real-life implications of what transpired that day at Real Time with Bill Maher. This wasn't just an exchange between two prominent figures. It was a testament to Musk's unshakable faith in his vision despite all odds or public opinion. Elon took a situation where he was being publicly ridiculed and turned it around, using wit, intelligence, and unwavering belief in his mission. So next time you find yourself mocked or facing criticism for your ambitious ideas or unconventional paths, remember, having audacity coupled with intellect could not only help you stand your ground, but also leave everyone else intrigued, even inspired. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this exciting saga of audacity over mockery. The story where Elon Musk indeed laughed last and best. You know, it's a fascinating thing when you watch an underdog turn the tables. And in our story today, that underdog happens to be none other than Elon Musk. Yes, the visionary CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, who we now widely recognize for his groundbreaking ventures. But there was a time when he wasn't held in such high esteem. A time when he was ridiculed and laughed at by a liberal talk show host. Imagine this. The world is still reeling from the financial crisis. In this tumultuous climate, Elon Musk makes a bold claim that he would revolutionize transportation with electric vehicles through his company Tesla Motors and transform space travel with SpaceX. Now enters our talk show host. Let's call him Mr. Skeptical for the sake of anonymity, who hears about Musk's ambitious plans and laughs it off on national television. Literally, he believed Musk was just another wealthy businessman making grand promises to stay relevant. And fast forward to one memorable night in 2012. SpaceX successfully launched its Falcon 9 rocket into orbit, carrying Dragon spacecraft towards the International Space Station. This marked a significant achievement as SpaceX became the first privately funded company to send unmanned spacecraft to ISS. Did Mr. Skeptical apologize? No, instead, he further mocked Elon on his show, calling it nothing more than an expensive stunt using taxpayers' money, totally overlooking how this could revolutionize space travel. But here's where things get interesting. One day, Mr. Skeptical drives into work only to find all eyes on him. Not for good reasons, though. His colleagues were huddled around their phones watching Tesla Model S receive Motor Trend's Car of the Year award. The first electric vehicle ever to win this accolade. Elon had done what many considered impossible. He made electric cars not just feasible but covetable as well. Do you remember how I mentioned earlier about Elon Musk being an underdog? Well, here he was, doing what underdogs do best, proving everyone wrong. But did he fire back at Mr. Skeptical? Oh yes. And how? Elon Musk went on Twitter and posted, "Laughing last and laughing best in the face of mockery. Thanks to all who believed in us. We won't stop." This tweet wasn't just a casual reply. It was a powerful message to all the skeptics out there that nothing could deter him from his vision. Now let's take a step back and analyze this scenario. Some people might argue that Elon should have ignored the host or maybe even confronted him directly. But by choosing to respond the way he did, Elon demonstrated immense resilience and grace. Through his actions, he showed us that criticism should never be a reason for you to quit, but rather a motivation for you to prove your critics wrong. Elon Musk's story is not just about standing up against ridicule. It's about believing in your vision when no one else does. It's about persevering through tough times with determination and grit. So next time when someone laughs at your dreams or goals, remember Elon Musk's journey from being mocked on national television to becoming one of the most successful entrepreneurs of our generation. His story teaches us an important lesson. Never let anyone undermine your potential, because success isn't determined by those who laugh first, but by those who laugh last and best. And as we've seen with both Tesla Motors and SpaceX, not only has Elon had the last laugh, but also paved new paths for technological innovation that many thought were impossible. So let me leave you with this thought. If ever there comes a day when you find yourself laughed at or doubted, channel your inner Musk. Because as our friend Elon has shown us time and again, having the audacity to dream big can lead you places where others only dare to imagine. There's a certain kind of laughter that can only be attributed to the incredulous, the doubting, and sometimes even to the fearful. It resonates with an edge that cuts through conversation like a knife, leaving its recipient stunned or perhaps even wronged. You've heard it before. Perhaps you've been on its receiving end once or twice. This was precisely the kind of laughter Elon Musk encountered when he declared his ambitions for SpaceX and Tesla. Our liberal talk show host had laughed, not out of amusement but disbelief, at Elon's audacious goals. But my friend, could any story about Musk be complete without mentioning how brilliantly he fired back? It wasn't with anger, but with actions louder than any words. Let me take you back to 2008, when financial crisis gripped the world economy. Businesses were collapsing like a house of cards, and amidst this chaos stood two companies barely holding their ground: Tesla Motors and SpaceX. Imagine our talk show host's mirth when Musk announced his plans. Electric cars that would outrun sports cars in speed, and commercial rockets flying humans into space. The laughter echoed louder as Tesla teetered on bankruptcy, while SpaceX failed launch after launch after launch. But hold your breath. Here comes the twist in our tale. Remember what they say about calm before a storm? In this case, it was more like thunderous laughter before an epic clapback on Christmas Eve 2008. NASA awarded SpaceX with a $1.6 billion contract for cargo resupplying missions to International Space Station. The world watched stunned as Musk led SpaceX from near-certain doom towards interstellar glory by landing Falcon Heavy's side boosters simultaneously back on Earth in 2018. An awe-inspiring spectacle indeed. And then there was Tesla, our underdog electric car company, that sent shockwaves through traditional auto industry by producing Model S sedan, the safest car ever tested by National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Tesla's triumphant entry to S&P 500 index in 2020 was indeed a sweet revenge over the laughter of those who had doubted. But let's not mistake this as a tale of vindication alone. This is also a story about resilience, about pushing boundaries, and most importantly, about believing in something so profoundly that it becomes an inevitable reality. Each failure Musk encountered was not a stop sign. Rather, it was a stepping stone towards his audacious goals. And what about our talk show host? Well, laughter eventually subsided into stunned silence as he watched Elon Musk transform from being an eccentric dreamer into one of the most influential visionaries of our time. Musk didn't just fire back at his critics. He did so with accomplishments that have transformed industries and will continue to shape humanity's future. You see, my friend, as we journey through life, we will encounter skeptics who laugh at our dreams. The bigger the dream, the louder the laugh. But remember this, laughter isn't always derision. Sometimes it's just disbelief dressed up in mockery, because your vision far exceeds their sight. So next time someone laughs at your ambitions like our liberal talk show host laughed at Elon Musk's, smile because you're in good company. Then roll up your sleeves and get back to work, because nothing silences doubters better than success. Elon has shown us time and again, having the audacity to dream big can lead you places where others only dare to imagine. So go ahead, my friend. Dream big, embrace failures, and never lose sight of your goal, regardless how many people doubt or ridicule you along your journey. Just remember one thing. When they laugh, make sure you have the last one, just like Elon Musk did. In his own style. Not by throwing words back, but by launching rockets high into space and electric cars onto our streets. Watching Elon Musk in action is like observing a contemporary Mozart composing a symphony of innovation and progress. Many have tried to belittle his ambitions, dismissing them as flights of fancy. Remember when the liberal talk show host laughed at the idea of SpaceX? Well, he isn't laughing now. Let's rewind to 28. The world was captivated by Barack Obama's campaign slogan, "Yes, we can." Meanwhile, Musk was silently echoing these words while attempting something extraordinary, to launch a privately funded rocket into orbit. Yes, he can. And yes, he did. The Falcon 1 was Musk's first step towards making space more accessible. It wasn't an instant success story. It took 4 nail-biting attempts before it finally reached orbit. And throughout those trying times, skeptics were having a field day on national television. One particular liberal talk show host found immense amusement in Musk's pursuits. Laughter echoed every time Falcon faltered. But here's where things get interesting. While some people respond to criticism by lashing out or succumbing to self-doubt, Elon Musk chose instead to double down on his convictions. Each failure fueled his determination rather than dampening it. When Tesla announced their plans for electric cars that would compete with luxury gas guzzlers like BMW and Mercedes-Benz, the same chorus of cynics chorused their doubts once more, our liberal talk show friend among them. But Tesla rose above the mockery just as SpaceX had done before it. Fast forward to today, Tesla is not only competing with those high-end brands, they're outselling them in California alone last year. Tesla Model 3 sales surpassed those of Mercedes-Benz C-Class, and BMW 3 Series combined. Now that's what you call having the last laugh. And let's not forget about SpaceX. Today it stands as one of the foremost companies in aerospace technology worldwide, from launching satellites for global corporations to sending astronauts to the International Space Station. SpaceX is a testament to Musk's vision and unwavering resolve. But what does this mean for you? It's proof that laughter isn't always the best medicine, especially when it's at someone else's expense. If anything, the last laugh is usually reserved for those who dare to dream, despite being met with derision or disbelief. Elon Musk didn't silence his critics by arguing with them. He did so by achieving what they deemed impossible. He turned their laughter into applause, their mockery into awe. This kind of resilience is rare but not unattainable. It's within each one of us, waiting to be awakened. In your own life, you'll meet people who doubt your ambitions. Perhaps they already have. You may have been laughed at or discouraged from pursuing your dreams because they seem too out there or unrealistic. But remember this, in every joke lies a kernel of truth. And sometimes that truth is fear. Fear of change, fear of disruption, fear of innovation that could upend our comfortable status quo. Those who laugh loudest are often those most afraid. So next time someone laughs at your ideas or goals, think about Elon Musk and smile back right at them. Because you know something they don't. The future belongs not to those who can create the loudest laugh today, but to those relentless souls who will have the final chuckle tomorrow after transforming impossibilities into realities. Today's jesters might be tomorrow's admirers, so wear their laughter like an armor and let it fuel your determination instead of shattering your dreams. In conclusion, never shy away from dreaming big, even if others find amusement in it. Because as Musk has demonstrated time and again, those who dream audaciously are the ones shaping our future. And always remember, to quote Frank Sinatra, the best revenge is massive success. So, my friend, we've walked this path together, a journey that began with harsh laughter and culminated in the best possible response. A story of courage, audacity, and a relentless pursuit of dreams. The tale of Elon Musk. Perhaps you remember how it all started. The liberal talk show host who chuckled at Musk's seemingly impossible ideas. Ideas that were born from not just mere ambition but from an earnest desire to shape our future. His concepts of electric cars revolutionizing transportation or reusable rockets conquering space seemed ludicrous to many. Fodder for late-night comedy rather than serious consideration. But what is life without a sense of humor? Even as he was ridiculed on national television, Musk didn't take offense. Instead, he chose to respond in his unique way, calmly and confidently, with actions louder than words could ever be. Remember when Tesla was struggling in its initial years? The critics laughed harder then. It was akin to watching an implausible movie plot unfold. The fearless pioneer battling against all odds, but this wasn't fiction. It was sheer reality. And those dreams which had initially sparked ridicule, they slowly became tangible realities. Electric vehicles became cool thanks to Tesla. SpaceX launched Falcon Heavy into space with Starman aboard playing David Bowie's Space Oddity. Neuralink promised a future where humans could merge with AI. Each endeavor more audacious than the last and the last. Those laughs gradually quietened down as people witnessed innovation happening right before their eyes. The critics were silenced by the sound-breaking barriers they once deemed insurmountable. That jaw-dropping moment when Falcon Heavy side boosters touched back down on Earth simultaneously. Remember that? It wasn't just about launching a massive rocket into space successfully. It was also about demonstrating the possibility of reusability, changing the economics of space travel forever. A concept only found in science fiction until recently. And while some still chose sarcasm over admiration, Musk moved forward undeterred, driven by his unwavering vision. Of course, let's not forget the electric revolution Musk ushered in with Tesla. What was once a concept eliciting smirks became an undeniable reality on our roads. The world started seeing electric cars not as a mere environmental statement, but as a viable, even preferable alternative to traditional fuel-run vehicles. That's what happens when you dare to dream and have the audacity to see it through. People stop laughing and start listening. And isn't that precisely what happened with our liberal talk show host? From dismissive laughter to reluctant admiration, the transformation was gradual but evident. The mockery turned into intrigue. The ridicule morphed into respect. As Frank Sinatra said, the best revenge is massive success. Yet this isn't just about revenge or proving naysayers wrong. There's something more profound at play here. It's about inspiring us all to dream bigger, push harder, and never give up despite setbacks or criticism. For every individual who has been derided for their out-of-box ideas or unconventional paths, take a leaf from Musk's book. Let your work speak for itself. Let your success be your voice when words fall short. Laughter can hurt, but it can also motivate. It's all about perspective. In conclusion, my friend, remember this tale of audacity and resilience whenever you find yourself being laughed at for dreaming big or thinking differently. Whenever you're faced with cynicism while carving your own path, use that laughter as fuel for your journey towards achieving those goals which others deem impossible. Embrace the spirit of Elon Musk, not because he's wealthy or successful, but because he embodies an attitude we all need more than ever. An attitude where dreams are worth pursuing regardless of how crazy they may seem initially. An attitude where failure is seen as stepping stone rather than a roadblock. An attitude that believes in turning impossible into I am possible, into I am possible. So, when the world laughs at your audacious dreams, smile back. Take a step forward and let them watch as you turn those dreams into reality. After all, it's not about proving others wrong. It's about proving yourself right. And always remember, to quote Frank Sinatra again, the best revenge is massive success. Keep dreaming big, keep pushing boundaries, and never ever stop believing in yourself, because as Elon Musk has shown us time and again, those who dream audaciously are the ones shaping our future. Not every day will be easy. Not everyone will understand your vision. But keep going. It's those with daring ideas who change the world. Let them laugh today. Tomorrow belongs to you. Remember this journey we've narrated together, the tale of Elon Musk, and find inspiration in his audacity, tenacity, and ultimate triumph. Because, my friend, this isn't just Musk's story. It could very well be yours too.